Hi, Facebook family. Happy Wednesday. It's Ash Wednesday. Hope everybody had a great Fat Tuesday, and I'm not sure what people are giving up. I'm not giving up anything. I give up enough. So I'm going to wait for some people to get here, and then I have a couple of things that I want to talk about if anybody's interested. A couple of things that I was seeing that I thought was pretty interesting, and I don't know, maybe it could definitely help somebody else, but I wanted to do live so I can get people's feedback and get, what they're thinking, because I literally just took a leap of faith 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't scary. It wasn't scary at all. Hey, Marty. I thought it was going to be a lot scarier, but the gist of this is that I see a lot of people that come to me, hi Rudy, and say, hi Robert, that are like, hey, how did you get to the point that you got to, or how are you doing what you're doing? Please tell me, please help me find my way. And two of the main factors that I have found that hold people back is money, and then the other one is fear. So I'm pretty sure if money wasn't a factor, if we didn't have bills to pay, literally everybody would be out there chasing their dreams. If you didn't have to worry about your rent, your car payment, your mortgage, your electric bill, anything like that, everybody would be out there doing what they want to do. I know I've spoken about my father a lot, and he is having a really hard time understanding that I walked away from the car business. So I left 2 weeks ago, and I finally grew the courage to tell my father I quit this past Monday, coming home from Los Angeles. He doesn't even know I went to Los Angeles. My mom knew, but he doesn't. So every time I do a photo shoot, every time I do some kind of modeling something, so I'm going to throw this all out there for you guys. Every single addiction awareness thing that I have done, every speaking event, every modeling portfolio thing that I've done, I have not gotten paid for yet. Not one. I have not made any money modeling. I have not made any money speaking. I literally do this because it's my passion. I have built up a portfolio. I love it. It's where my heart is. I have been in the car business since 2013. When I got hired at Ford back home, my father was like, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. You've turned into the woman I've always wanted you to be. And after everything I put my father through, those were the words that I wanted to hear from my father. He's fighting blood cancer right now, and there's a whole point to this, I promise. I'm not just spilling this out to you. He's fighting cancer. His red blood cells are regenerating. He's finally at this moment of peace in his head. So I'm like, do I tell him or do I keep lying? And I couldn't keep lying. Every single phone call was, how was work? Yeah, how many cars did your dealership sell? And when are you off again? And this, that, and the third. So I couldn't hold up the lie. And whether it hurt him or not, it was time to be honest with my father and tell him the truth. I went from being the most amazing daughter, and he was the proudest father, to now I'm the biggest disappointment. And those were his exact words on Monday. You're the biggest disappointment. He doesn't understand that I have dreams. Yeah, Brian, that was the biggest knife in my back, I guess you can say. He doesn't understand that I have certain dreams and aspirations, and everything with my father is about money. It's about bills. It's about how much debt I'm in, and everything's got to be done yesterday. I have to be out of debt yesterday. I have to pay all my bills yesterday. Everything's got to be on time. So now I have in my head that if I don't make XYZ amount of money, I'm a failure. Or if I don't do this, that, and the third, I'm not going to succeed. And that's not true. I'm 35 years old, and I cannot tell you that mentality has held me back my whole life. My whole life. I had a great job. I'm very grateful to all of the dealerships I worked for. I'm grateful for the positions I had. It was a very lucrative job. I was not happy working 60 hours a week. I was not happy not getting out of work on time. I was not happy selling gap and warranty contracts. I did it because I was really friggin' good at it. But yeah, Brian, maybe we do have the same dad. At the same time, I realized I was living my whole entire life for my father. And then when I didn't conform to what my dad wants, then I became a disappointment. So now I'm going home this weekend, and he told the rest of the family that I'm off this weekend. So now I have to hold up this lie that I'm off, and I just want to walk in and be like, I'm not off, I quit. Like, I quit. I'm not working there anymore. I'm pursuing my goals and my dreams. And, most of you who have seen this knew that I went to LA to shoot Maxim. Like, that was my dream. I worked 2.5 years for that dream. I networked. I started with nothing. I went to the library. I looked up pictures. Hey, Jamil. I saw pictures that I liked. Then I looked at the photographers of the pictures. I researched those photographers. I reached out to those photographers. Hey, do you want to work with me? Do you not want to work with me? Coggin, I'm not coming back to work for a car dealership. I cannot tell you how many times I got rejected. No, we're not interested in working with you. No, you don't have our type of look. No, you weigh too much for our agency. No, you don't. I took so much rejection. When I was at the Salvation Army, I would walk a mile to the gym one way, work out, walk a mile back. I would heat up my food at Giant. I set goals and I went to them day by day by day. So with the money issue, I took a leap, but I also I'm not telling everybody go quit your job and, not be able to pay your bills. Money is a huge factor in today's society. I know people that are working 2, 3 jobs trying to make ends meet and they still can't pay their bills. I understand that. I was very fortunate to have a job that provided sometimes 6 figures a year. When I was in rehab, I was making a lot of money living in a rehab facility, and I'm grateful for that. But I also used a lot of that money to give back to charities and organizations to keep moving forward. The other thing I want to talk about is fear. And I keep bringing my father up because I think a lot of people can relate to fear. Fear is what holds us back from so much stuff. And the fear of failure, this is what I've come to find out. I have spent a lot of time in prison and rehab with a lot of women who have had nothing, and then a lot of women who have had everything. So fear of not succeeding, I don't think, for what I found personally, you're not afraid of not succeeding because you failed. You're afraid of not succeeding because you're afraid of what other people are going to think of you. Society. So, oh my God, I took this leap. I failed. And now what? So the thing is, if you fail, you can always pick yourself up and try again. If we want to look at the addiction side, do we know how many people have relapsed to get sober, to relapse to get sober? I know a person who's been to 21 rehabs. They're finally 4 years sober. 4 years sober, like, that's a miracle. Most people that don't understand addiction would have just let the fucking guy die. Like, enough is enough. When are we going to say when? It's a waste of money, this, that, and the third. When I tell you that money was making me miserable, that I finally let go of fear. I finally let go of not being able to pay the bills. I put what I had, a plan, into action. I took the right steps, and I just said, God, guide me, because I can't do this anymore. I was living in insanity. I was going from car dealership to car dealership to car dealership in the same automotive industry, thinking maybe this place will be different. Maybe this place will be different. Lo and behold, it's still a car dealership. They still have the same hours. You still don't get out on time. It's still sales. Nothing's going to change. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. Right? I literally decided to take that leap of faith. So there are other things in life that I have decided that are worth more than money. And the first and foremost thing is my peace of mind. I would give up everything I have, including the last dollar in my bank account, to have peace in my head, to not struggle and just have absolute serenity. I just celebrated 31 months of sobriety yesterday, and I'm still striving for that peace. And I know sometimes it's not going to come for years more. And that's okay, because I know it's coming. It's a day at a time, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with striving towards that peace. I screwed up my life for 15 years. 15 years I ran my life into the ground. 31 months in the grand scheme of things really is not that long of a time. So if I can give you a little bit of my experience, I'm not going to say advice because I don't want to tell anybody what to do. Like I said, the two factors that I have seen that have crushed more dreams and held more people back. I talk to people, well, I want to go to college. I'm afraid of the money. There's grants, there's scholarships, there's loans, I just heard of a woman, she got her law degree in her 80s. Oh my God, for real? Like 80s and you're getting your law degree. How awesome is that? Age is a number. There is nothing in this life that you can't achieve if you want it. There's ways to get there. And it's going to be in God's time, I found. I kept learning when I kept trying to push the door open and push the door open and push the door open, and the door wouldn't open. It A, wasn't my door, or B, wasn't my time. And that was a hard pill to swallow for me because I always want what I want when I want it. But you know what? Everything falls into place when it should. So, with that being said, try letting go of fear a little bit at a time. The money thing will always work itself out. It really, truly will work itself out. I promise. If you keep your path to what you want to do straight, if you keep pushing forward and find little ways to get there, there's always a little way to push towards success. I promise. If you ask for help, I am blessed where I have so many resources. If anybody ever needs help with anything, please let me know. Hey, Travis. And I will direct you to people that can help you, because if I don't have an answer, I know somebody who does, or somebody who does, or somebody who does. There's 1,000 people out there that are willing to help. And I will gladly steer you to those people. I've been very blessed with the good life, and I can't wait to give back. I still can't believe that I took that leap of faith, and it really wasn't that scary. Do I still doubt? Yes. Do I still have friggin' fears? Yes, I do. I'm human. I'm not going to tell you that everything is fucking rainbows and puppy dogs today, because it's not. I'm still like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? I just left a job with free health insurance, and it was a really good job, with steady income, and here I am going to publish a book and be a motivational speaker that I have to build from the ground up with nothing. That's okay. Challenge accepted. Let's do it. It's now or never. So I am very blessed to have all of you. If anybody has any questions, I'm always here. I was at the Salvation Army in Harrisburg from 2015 to 2016, and that program absolutely saved my life. But in that, I recommend too, if anybody's struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help. Put the pride aside, put the ego aside. We all need it sometimes, and it's okay to not be okay. I have such a great group of people on my Facebook, and I might not know all of you, but I feel like I know every single one of you. So if anybody ever needs anything, I'm here for all of you. I know people are here for all of you, and we can make this life as beautiful as we want. So I hope all of you have a great Tuesday, and I look forward to what comes in the future. All right, love you. Bye.